Assalamu alaikum, Khadija. By now you've probably guessed I'm the other half of AccidentalMuslims.com. I'm Zaheer Parker, and I'm sure you'll be meeting Khalil on Tuesday for our scheduled appointment. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be there in Johannesburg to interview you or be part of the podcast. So I thought it would be proper that I not only introduce myself but also forward you my questions. It's not every day that you get to meet someone that is involved with various publications, Al Jazeera, the Daily Vox, of course, and of course you started out at the Daily Maverick, as I have read. So let me get straight to my questions then. What I loved about the Daily Vox is the fact that it spoke to young people, and it started a narrative where young people's voices were being heard, not only from the journalists that was being writing the stories, but more so it spoke to the readers out there. Myself, or I still consider a young person, really enjoyed that aspect of the Daily Vox. So my first question to you is, how do we get young people to read more? I'm told that selling 1,000 books in South Africa is apparently a milestone. 1,000 books seems a bit minuscule compared to what the likes of J.K. Rowling sells. So how do we get young people to read more? My second question would be more aimed at your professionalism. I read in an article where the interviewer indicated that you are not only a professional, but you're someone that has your finger on the pulse. What does that saying actually mean? And when you wake up in the morning, what do you do to keep yourself on top of your game in terms of journalism and media? The other aspect of the Daily Vox that is quite essential, and I think part of its success, is the fact that it's managed to unearth many female journalists, and at that as well, many female Muslim journalists. My question to you is this a planned strategy, or were you just lucky in terms of the people that you found? And second part to that question is, what's the importance of Muslims getting involved in journalism, and on top of that, female Muslims? As I alluded to earlier, I read that you have contributed to the BBC, Al Jazeera English, and various other platforms. Does contributing to an international media house differ from, say, our local brands here in South Africa? And if so, how and why? Can you recall what was your first story covered? And secondly, can you recall, or rather tell us, what was your most impactful story? What was the story that you have in your heart and was pleased and contented to cover? And then my last and final question is, I read somewhere that you are writing a book on the history of Mayfair. Why Mayfair? And do you have a particular interest in documenting history? These are just my few questions. I have no doubt Khalil will add some more intriguing questions, and we look forward to your responses. Once again, I apologize for not being there with you guys, but please accept this as my humble attempt to be as professional as possible and to engage with you from afar. Assalamu alaikum.